U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken made an unannounced visit to Iraq on Friday. He met with Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani to discuss Syria's political transition and visited the U.S. Embassy, calling for a non-sectarian administration following the fall of Bashar al-Assad.
The conviction of so many countries in the region and beyond that as Syria transitions from the Assad dictatorship to hopefully a democracy, it does so in a way that, of course, protects all of the minorities in Syria, that produces an inclusive, non-sectarian government, and does not become in any way a platform for terrorism.
The Biden administration, along with governments in the region and the West, has been trying to navigate the chaotic aftermath of the Assad family's decades-long oppressive rule and has begun engaging with the Syrian rebel groups, including leading rebel faction Hayat Tahrir al-Sham. Following Iraq, Blinken heads back to Jordan, where he will attend a meeting of Arab and Turkish foreign ministers to discuss the situation in Syria.
Russia's airbase in the Syrian port city of Lattakia has become a hive of activity since the fall of President Bashar al-Assad. A cargo plane and helicopter were seen landing at the base, and at least one cargo plane flew out on Saturday for Libya, as Syrian security officials stationed outside the base said. While satellite footage from Friday shows what appeared to be at least two Antonov AN-124s at the base with their nose cones open, apparently preparing to load up. It comes as Russia is pulling back its military from the front lines in northern Syria after the fall of President Assad, Syrian officials told Reuters. Syrian military and security forces in contact with Russia told Reuters that there would be more departures in coming days as Moscow withdraws heavy equipment and senior Syrian officials. Russian forces will also pull back from posts in the Alawite Mountains, but will not leave its two main bases in the country, they said. Russia's bases in Syria are an integral part of its global military presence. The Tartus naval base is Russia's only Mediterranean repair and resupply hub, and the Latakia air base is a major staging post for military and mercenary activity in Africa. Reuters was unable to immediately ascertain how Syrian rebel leader Ahmad al-Shara, better known as Abu Muhammad al-Golani, saw the long-term future of the Russian bases. Russian President Vladimir Putin's 2015 intervention in the Syrian civil war helped prop up Assad when the West was calling for him to be toppled. Last Sunday, Putin granted Assad asylum in Russia after Moscow helped him to flee Damascus.
Heavy rains are making these shacks perched on the edge of a cliff in Bolivia's El Alto more unstable. But despite the warnings, some say they won't leave the buildings, known locally as suicide homes. Manuel Mamani is an Aymara shaman or Amauta. Suicide homes often double as workplaces for Amautas, a place where they make offerings to Pachamama or Mother Earth. He says they're not going to leave.
However, we will take care of the ground. We will push the rainwater elsewhere for it to flow quickly.
City authorities, however, say the residents should leave and that the shack's foundations are now visible. They say a forced evacuation will take place if necessary. But despite the danger, Gabriel Lopez Chiva, another Amauta, says he has faith in the protective powers of Mother Earth. He said they will perform an offering ceremony and, quote, "This land will never move." On the contrary, he said, the place will stabilize.
Former U.S. Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi was admitted to a Luxembourg hospital for evaluation, her office said on Friday. The 84-year-old was hurt on a bipartisan congressional trip to mark the 80th anniversary of the Battle of the Bulge and is continuing to work. A spokesperson said the injury occurred during an official engagement, but did not provide more details, other than to say she is receiving excellent treatment from doctors and medical professionals. Several media outlets reported she injured her hip in a fall. Pelosi was the first woman to serve as Speaker of the House and had also been a longtime leader of the House Democratic Caucus. She was re-elected on November 5th to a 20th consecutive two-year term with 81% of the vote.